What's your dream? This video is based on key insights from the book What's Your Dream? By Simon Squibb. Introduction. Simon Squibb, a seasoned entrepreneur, found himself in an unusual auction room bidding on an extraordinary item, a standalone staircase. This wasn't any ordinary staircase. It was 4 stories high with no building attached, left behind after the block it once served was redeveloped. The moment Simon heard about this peculiar property on the radio, he knew he had to have it. 35 years prior, Simon had experienced homelessness after a fight with his mother following his father's sudden death. During those tough times, he sought refuge in an abandoned building's staircase. This memory resurfaced as he listened to the news about the auction, stirring nostalgia and a deep connection. Despite the absurdity of paying thousands for a seemingly useless structure, Simon was determined. The bidding began at $26,500, gradually rising until he outbid others at $33,500. His victory was celebrated with his young son, Aiden, by his side, marking the start of an unusual journey. This eccentric purchase wasn't merely a whim, it was a symbol for Simon's newest venture, Help BNK. This platform aimed to assist 10 million people in starting their businesses without cost. Its mission was simple. Users could either seek or offer help for business-related queries, fostering a community of shared knowledge and support. Simon's inspiration stemmed from his own entrepreneurial journey, marked by numerous instances where he craved guidance but couldn't afford it. Help BNK was his solution, a digital hub allowing people to assist each other in pursuing their dreams freely. The abandoned staircase wasn't just a relic of the past, it was destined for a new role. Initially considered for a pop-up advice space, Simon's team proposed an even more ingenious idea, transforming it into a dream pitch location. Equipped with a video doorbell, individuals could ring to share their aspirations, sparking a wave of creativity and determination. This unconventional setting became a dream factory, where people from all walks of life arrived, holding onto their dreams, ready to share them. The staircase, once a forgotten structure, now served as a symbol of courage and ambition. Simon's story underscores the power of dreams and passions in driving wealth and success. His personal experiences, from homelessness to entrepreneurial triumph, illustrate how dreams can guide one's life, providing purpose and motivation. The staircase, a seemingly worthless object, became a tangible symbol of turning dreams into reality. Through Help BNK, Simon aims to inspire millions to chase their dreams, offering the support they may not have had access to in his early years. His narrative is a testament to the transformative potential of dreams and the power of giving without expecting anything in return, a principle encapsulated by his initiative. In his forthcoming book, Simon plans to delve deeper into these themes, sharing insights from his entrepreneurial journey and lessons learned from various business endeavors. He hopes to equip readers with the knowledge and confidence needed to turn their dreams into achievable realities, proving that with clarity, discipline, and perseverance, everyone can build a life around a meaningful dream. Simon's story serves as an engaging call to action for young minds everywhere. What is your dream? Are you ready to take the first step towards making it a reality? Chapter 1: The Myths About Life. Simon Squibb, once a young man who left home at 15, built a business from the ground up, and later sold it for millions, found himself in his 40s with an unexpected realization. Despite achieving financial freedom and all the material comforts he could ever want, he felt unfulfilled. This led him to question what success truly meant and why he had never pondered this before. Squibb's journey began when he started a new business with his wife, Helen, where she provided the creative talent while he focused on selling their services. He mistakenly believed that hard work was the key to success. Looking back, he realized that his relentless efforts were necessary, but not sufficient for triumph. True achievement came from something more profound than just labor. It stemmed from pursuing a dream. One day, while posting a video about how lucky he felt spending time with his young son, Squibb's post went viral. A critical comment challenged him, "Not everyone gets to have a dream." This sparked introspection. Squibb had been so consumed by work that he'd never defined what success meant for himself beyond financial gain. He began contemplating the nature of success and happiness. Reflecting on his life, he saw how the myths surrounding these concepts had misled him. He identified 4 major fallacies. Hard work leads to luck, failure is disastrous, avoiding difficult tasks is acceptable, and possessions bring joy. Firstly, Squibb debunked the myth that hard work automatically results in luck or success. While diligence is crucial, it's not enough on its own. Success also requires skill, smart decision-making, creativity, and sometimes a bit of good fortune. For instance, his best business ideas often came during relaxing vacations when his mind wasn't consumed by work. Secondly, Squibb challenged the belief that failure is catastrophic. He used Jamie Oliver's failed restaurant venture as an example. Despite losing millions and facing public criticism, Oliver didn't let it define him. Instead, he learned from his mistakes and returned stronger than before. Failure can be a stepping stone to greater achievements if we're willing to see it that way. Thirdly, Squibb argued against the notion that one should shy away from hard tasks. Modern conveniences have made life easier, but at a cost. They've also numbed us to the satisfaction derived from overcoming challenges. Taking risks and tackling difficult tasks fosters personal growth and resilience, essential for realizing dreams. Lastly, Squibb dismissed the idea that wealth and possessions equate to happiness. He admitted his own obsession with buying a Porsche post-sale of his company. The initial thrill wore off quickly, replaced by anxiety about damage and maintenance. Possessions can become burdensome, dictating our lives rather than enhancing them. To truly succeed and find fulfillment, Squibb advocates for pursuing a passion-driven dream. It's not about hard work for its own sake or accumulating material goods, but about dedicating oneself to an endeavor that brings genuine joy and purpose. This could be anything from starting a business, creating art, or raising a family, whatever resonates deeply with the individual. In conclusion, Simon Squibb's narrative underscores the importance of dreams and passions in achieving wealth and success. By recognizing and debunking common misconceptions about work, failure, challenges, and possessions, one can pave the way for a more rewarding and meaningful life journey. Chapter 2: Why a Dream Matters. Simon Squibb, in his narrative, emphasizes the importance of dreams and passions in achieving wealth and success. He introduces Kelly, a dog groomer with a dream of starting her own business, Kelly's K9s. Despite facing challenges, such as the loss of her father at a young age and later becoming homeless, Kelly turned these hardships into her driving force. She wanted to create an environment where animals could receive top-notch care, reflecting her own wish for nurturing during difficult times. Kelly's story showcases how personal experiences can shape profound dreams. Her passion for animal welfare wasn't just about grooming. It was about providing care to creatures who couldn't speak up for themselves. This deep-rooted purpose led her to succeed, even when she encountered initial setbacks like finding a suitable location for her dog salon. She innovated, launching a mobile salon instead, making her business more accessible to customers. Simon Squibb highlights the transformative power of dreams by recounting his experiences asking strangers about their dreams. He's encountered individuals from various walks of life, from supermarket workers to security guards, who, upon reflection, had profound aspirations hidden beneath their daily routines. For instance, Delon, a McDonald's employee, revealed his dream of becoming a popular Twitch streamer after initially hiding it due to fear of judgment. Squibb argues that dreams are potent because they inspire, change perspectives, and provide long-term motivation. Unlike short-term goals or objectives, dreams offer an enduring vision for the future, one that can survive adversity. They serve as a source of strength during tough times, exemplified by Malala Yousafzai's unwavering pursuit of education, despite Taliban threats and attempts on her life. A dream, according to Squibb, is not merely a wish but a powerful tool for resilience and determination. It fuels belief in oneself and one's ideas, enabling individuals to stand firm amidst rejection or failure. He cites Sylvester Stallone as an example. Despite financial hardship, Stallone held onto his dream of starring in a film he wrote, ultimately leading to the creation of the iconic Rocky franchise. Squibb contends that dreams are crucial for achieving wealth and success because they imbue life with purpose, driving individuals to overcome obstacles. They turn mere desires into unyielding pursuits, transforming the seemingly insurmountable into manageable steps. By having a dream, one gains not just a destination, but also a lifelong companion, an anchor during stormy times and a beacon guiding progress. In essence, Simon Squibb underscores that wealth and success aren't solely achieved through traditional paths of education or career advancement. Instead, they can spring from personal passions and dreams, which, when nurtured, can redefine one's life trajectory and inspire others along the way. Chapter 3: Why Purpose Matters. Simon Squibb explains the importance of purpose in achieving wealth and success through one's dreams and passions. He uses his experiences from filming and running a successful creative agency, Fluid, to illustrate his points. In his filming adventures, Simon often meets strangers whose stories surprise him. For instance, he met Bradley, a former British Army helicopter engineer turned sports massage therapist at a train station. Bradley's purpose became clear, helping people get out of pain. This story highlights that purpose, the essential reason for being, is crucial in driving one towards their dream. Simon emphasizes that purpose and dream are closely linked but distinct. A dream is like the destination, while purpose is the fuel that keeps you moving forward. He shares his own dream to promote a give-without-take mindset where people help each other, and explains that this single dream has multiple purposes such as improving education, helping others find their dreams, and igniting 10 million more dreams. Initially, Simon believed Fluid's success was purely due to offering the right service at the right price. However, he learned that without a clear purpose, employees left and clients suffered. They were merely making money for brands, not a fulfilling mission. Simon and his partner Helen rediscovered their original purpose, celebrating creativity and ensuring designers were compensated fairly. This shift improved employee retention and the company's reputation, avoiding common industry traps. Simon argues that purpose is vital as it charges one's battery, providing energy and motivation. Without purpose, one might feel like they're on a treadmill, drained and unfulfilled. Purposeful work feels like an investment rather than a chore. Studies show that those with a strong sense of purpose are less prone to burnout, have better mental health, and even lower mortality rates. People often have excuses for not having a purpose: lack of time, indifference, laziness, or needing money first. But Simon asserts these are misconceptions. He contends that the primary difference between successful individuals and those feeling stuck is having an unwavering mission or purpose. Purpose gives focus, banishes distractions, and instills a sense of necessity. Simon introduces a middle-aged artist he met in New York. After battling cancer twice, she uses her paintings to raise funds for research and treatment, transforming her pain into a purpose. Her story demonstrates how personal struggles can birth powerful purposes that solve problems and drive one towards their dream. Purpose not only energizes, but also creates necessity. When what you want becomes a need, you act. Simon provides an example of falling ill and needing to adopt healthier habits due to medical advice. Similarly, in business, a burning need often drives success more than initial funding. He warns that too much money can hinder success by reducing the necessity to be careful with resources. Simon concludes that a deeply personal purpose, born out of a fundamental need, is a powerful asset. It's unique to each individual, cannot be replicated, and fuels relentless pursuit of dreams despite obstacles. Nurturing this purpose is one of the best investments one can make for achieving wealth and success through passions. Chapter 4: 7 Steps. Simon Squibb, in his chapter titled 7 Steps, explores the common barriers people face when pursuing their dreams and how to overcome them. He uses real-life examples to illustrate his points, focusing on achieving wealth and success through dreams and passions. Squibb begins by discussing how easily we can pass by individuals who could significantly impact our lives without even knowing it. He shares the story of Sam, a woman he met in Hong Kong, whose dream was to start her own catering business called Chez Sam. Initially, Sam's self-doubt held her back from pursuing her dream until Squibb offered her a chance to present her concept at an event filled with potential customers and investors. The first step in overcoming obstacles, according to Squibb, is recognizing that one doesn't lack time for their dreams. He explains that many people believe they are too busy with responsibilities like work and bills to entertain the idea of a dream. However, by acknowledging and making mental space for your dream, you can change your mindset from survival mode to one focused on the future and possibilities. Next, Squibb discusses feeling trapped due to financial obligations or past issues that haven't been addressed. Using David's story as an example, he emphasizes the importance of confronting problems head-on rather than allowing them to become entangling obstacles in your dream pursuit. The third step involves realizing that one might be trapped by financial commitments and the belief they don't need a dream. Squibb argues that this mindset often hides a deep frustration with one's financial situation, as people prioritize paying off debts instead of nurturing their aspirations. He encourages readers to be honest about their financial status and seek help when needed to escape the cycle of debt. Squibb identifies the fourth barrier as not knowing what your dream is or denying its importance. Drawing on Kelly's story, he demonstrates that many people have a latent desire close to their current lives, which simply needs articulation. By thinking hard about what they love and dislike, individuals can identify their dreams more clearly and start planning for their achievement. The fifth step focuses on self-doubt and overthinking. Squibb discusses how fear of failure or feeling unqualified may halt progress towards a dream. He uses Sam's story to show that sometimes all it takes is a boost in confidence to initiate action. To move past this step, he advises readers to focus on small, attainable actions and gradually work their way toward bigger goals. Concern over others' opinions forms the basis of Squibb's sixth barrier. He explains that friends, family, or partners might express skepticism about a dream, which can crush one's confidence. Using Charlie's experience as an example, Squibb encourages readers not to let the doubts of others define their dreams and to maintain self-belief even when faced with criticism. Finally, Squibb tackles the seventh hurdle, past failures that deter future attempts. He shares his own business ventures, 19 companies, some successful while others weren't, as evidence that failure can be an invaluable learning experience rather than a definitive roadblock. By reflecting on what went wrong and forgiving oneself, individuals can transform past failures into valuable lessons to propel their dreams forward. In conclusion, Simon Squibb's chapter presents 7 common barriers hindering people from pursuing their dreams and offers real-life examples to illustrate each obstacle. By understanding these hurdles and learning how to overcome them, readers can cultivate the mindset needed to transform their aspirations into reality and achieve wealth and success through their passions. Chapter 5, 3 Questions. Simon Squibb believes that everyone has the potential to achieve wealth and success by following their dreams and passions. He suggests starting this journey by asking oneself 3 key questions. First, consider your likes and dislikes. Many people spend their lives doing what they don't enjoy while relegating their true passions to spare time. Squibb encourages embracing what you love and are good at, rather than fearing it won't pay the bills. He uses his own experience as an example. After selling his business, he reflected on his life and realized he loved talking to people, helping entrepreneurs, and sharing knowledge. This led him to start a podcast, which eventually evolved into his current ventures, promoting a supportive community and equal access to networks and information. Second, Squibb emphasizes the importance of understanding one's pain or hardships. These experiences often serve as motivation for pursuing a dream with purpose. He shares formative moments from his childhood, such as being abandoned by his mother at age 8 and dealing with dyslexia at school, which shaped his resilience and independence. By acknowledging and learning from past pain, individuals can harness its power to fuel their dreams. Lastly, Squibb advocates asking how one can help others. He argues that our innate desire to contribute to the world's betterment is essential for a fulfilling life and successful endeavors. By considering what problems you solve or needs you meet for others, you align your passions with societal value, creating a more meaningful dream. For instance, Squibb started his podcast not just for personal interest, but also to foster a community and support budding entrepreneurs. To ensure you're on the right path, Squibb suggests letting your dream marinate. If it fades from your thoughts, it might not be the ideal goal. Conversely, if it constantly occupies your mind and propels you towards action, it likely aligns with your true passion. This mental test allows you to distinguish between genuine interest and superficial appeal, guiding you toward a more robust, life-changing dream. Ultimately, Simon Squibb's message is clear. By identifying what you love, overcoming adversity, and serving others, you can transform your passions into a path to wealth and success. Embracing these principles can help individuals craft durable dreams with real impact in their lives and the world around them. Chapter 6: Free Yourself. Simon Squibb shares insights on achieving wealth and success through dreams and passions in his chapter, Free Yourself. The narrative revolves around Caitlin, an aspiring photographer trapped by societal norms and self-doubt. Caitlin's dream is to travel the world taking photos for a living, but she believes it's unattainable due to financial constraints. Squibb reveals that many people share this mindset, postponing their dreams until an unspecified right time. Caitlin, like others, thinks photography is a costly hobby instead of a potential profit source. Squibb argues that Caitlin's viewpoint isn't her fault. No one taught her about business. He suggests that she overlooked possible funding methods for her dream, such as sponsorship. This involves leveraging an audience or community to attract brands willing to pay to associate with the photographer and tap into their engaged audience. To illustrate this point, Squibb proposes a hypothetical sponsorship deal with lastminute.com when Caitlin shares her dream on video. The idea catches on, reaching over 10 million views across TikTok and Instagram. Lastminute.com then contacts Caitlin, wanting to support her dream, and soon, she's funded for photography trips to Amsterdam and Malta, living her dream. Squibb asserts that Caitlin could have found such sponsorship independently if she believed in her dream and sought help from the right people. The barrier wasn't lack of contacts or an online following. It was her own doubt about achieving her dream's realism. The chapter then delves into freeing oneself financially, mentally, and from restrictive ideas to pursue a dream. Financially, Squibb debunks common myths. Jobs aren't as secure as people assume, starting a business isn't as expensive, and making money from a dream may happen sooner than expected. He advises readers to quit selling time, working more hours for pay, and instead buy it by building operations and teams that yield higher profits without straining oneself. Mental freedom is crucial next. Squibb warns against overcomplicating business starts, urging aspiring entrepreneurs to focus on simple, achievable steps. He highlights the importance of mindset, viewing challenges realistically and embracing learning from mistakes. A balanced approach blending ambition with patience is vital for maintaining perspective and avoiding burnout. Lastly, Squibb emphasizes freeing one's idea to share it with the world. Many fear ridicule or lack of seriousness when revealing dreams publicly. However, he argues that help and support from others vastly outweigh criticism risks. By stating intentions and discussing challenges, aspiring entrepreneurs can tap into a network of contacts, skills, and advice previously unrealized. Squibb encourages readers to be brave in sharing dreams and seeking help, recognizing that no one knows everything and everyone needs assistance at some point. Keeping dreams secret until perfect hinders progress, whereas early exposure to constructive criticism and support propels them forward. In summary, Simon Squibb's Free Yourself chapter emphasizes achieving wealth and success through dreams and passions by overcoming financial, mental, and communicative barriers. He advocates for viewing business opportunities realistically, developing a resilient mindset, and courageously sharing one's vision to unlock hidden support networks. Chapter 7: Build a Boat. Simon Squibb embarked on an experiment in London's Carnaby Street, offering passers-by $2,500 to leave their jobs and pursue their dreams. Only one person accepted the offer, highlighting the challenge many face when transitioning from dreaming to action. This chapter focuses on overcoming this hurdle and achieving wealth and success through following one's passions. Squibb emphasizes the importance of preparation before taking that leap. He suggests that aspiring entrepreneurs should ready themselves to quit their jobs, even if they're not entirely prepared to start their dream venture immediately. This might involve finding a new job with potential for learning and growth, or starting a side hustle related to the dream. The key is not to linger in indecision. Squibb advises that once a dream is clear, one should be actively working towards it within 6 months. He stresses that the fear of making mistakes shouldn't hold anyone back, because lessons can be learned from failures. Instead, it's crucial to avoid the trap of inaction, as this only digs a deeper hole over time. A significant part of preparing involves finding one's first customer, someone willing to pay for the dream's initial offering. This could be a friend, colleague, or even a stranger, like the Tesco employee who Squibb met randomly. When asked about their dream, this woman wanted to open a care home inspired by her mother's lonely passing. Inspired, Squibb gave her $195 as a deposit for this potential future service, symbolizing the transformative power of validating one's dream and gaining early customer support. Finally, Squibb underscores the necessity of going all in when starting a business. He argues that part-time ventures often hit a wall due to time constraints and lack of full commitment. Businesses need constant attention, much like babies. Therefore, he advocates for full immersion, dedicating all energy, creativity, and focus to the endeavor. Going all in demonstrates seriousness to potential partners, customers, and investors. It also fosters personal accountability and forces one to test their abilities in the real market. While planning can be beneficial, Squibb cautions against over-reliance on business plans that often become outdated quickly due to unpredictable factors. Instead, he encourages hands-on learning through research, experimentation, and networking. Ultimately, preparing oneself mentally, financially, and strategically, coupled with the courage to fully commit, paves the way for turning dreams into reality and achieving wealth and success. This journey requires balancing confidence with a healthy dose of fear, enough to excite, but not so much that it paralyzes. When this equilibrium is reached, the dream chaser's boat is seaworthy, their direction set, and they're ready to embark on their journey towards realizing their passion-driven goals. Chapter 8: Start Poor. Simon Squibb emphasizes the importance of turning dreams into profitable ventures in his book's final section. He asserts that passions can indeed become serious businesses and sustainable jobs. The key lies in discovering a business model that supports your dream, scaling it up, and creating a commercial strategy to propel you toward your goal. Squibb explains that many view business negatively, but in today's society, it's an effective tool for positivity and good deeds. Despite his free advice on Helpbook, social media, and even face-to-face meetings, running such a platform isn't free. He pays his team, covers hosting costs as their community grows, buys necessary equipment, maintains office spaces, and ensures everyone is well-fed. Although it might seem like charity, Squibb operates Helpbook as a business. His primary model is sponsorship, where brands that align with his mission pay for promotion within his community. This allows him to offer all his community services for free. He believes monetary gain enhances, not hinders, his purpose, enabling bigger and better impacts over time. Squibb stresses that to fully realize dreams, one must prioritize them above all else, securing financial freedom to pursue passions without worry. This typically means building a business or a model that can support your dream, whether it involves direct sales, services, content creation, or influencer work. He asserts that most beliefs about starting businesses are myths. It doesn't require vast funds, has a low failure rate within the first year, and isn't exclusive to those with special entrepreneurial traits. Quite the contrary, launching a business is quicker, cheaper, and more achievable than often perceived. Squibb advises against the rich mindset when starting a business, citing his own comic book failure, Davishard, as an example. This venture, initially a joint project with a wealthy Hong Kong entrepreneur, ended in disaster after Squibb lost his financial discipline due to seemingly unlimited resources. Bootstrapping, or starting lean and gradually building capital, is Squibb's preferred method. It ensures sustainability by making the business self-sustaining from the start. This approach forces founders to justify every expense and focus on profitable ventures, leading to solid long-term foundations rather than masking errors with others' money. To begin, one must define their business model, how they'll make money while chasing their dream. This involves identifying what product or service to sell, understanding the customer, and determining where sales will occur. Selling isn't just about a product. It's about selling oneself too, one's story, inspiration, and unique value proposition. Knowing your customer is vital. It's tempting to aim for a broad market, but success often comes from understanding and serving a specific niche. Squibb advises entrepreneurs to visualize their ideal customers, considering their tastes, habits, and needs, as this informs product design and marketing strategies. Business models vary beyond traditional retail. Sponsorship and advertising are viable options if building an audience with shared interests. Social media platforms can monetize through ads once significant followings are established. Licensing, allowing others to use your creations for a fee, is another route, common in industries like photography or music. Subscription models, popularized by services like Netflix, involve regular payments for access to content or services. Squibb encourages flexibility and multiple income streams, suggesting that a single model may not suffice. For instance, a musician might generate income through subscriptions, commissions, and licensing deals simultaneously. A food business could start with a mobile kitchen, gradually expanding into retail and restaurant ventures. Starting lean is crucial. Most modern tools necessary for launching a business are either free or affordable. Social media handles can be claimed without cost, website designs tested via free trials, and initial customer outreach managed through email. Business registration fees are minimal in many regions. While some expenses, like professional accounting services or customized logos, may be necessary, founders should prioritize essentials over aesthetics. Squibb advocates for a strategic, cost-conscious mindset. Offering free initial services can build trust and loyalty, potentially leading to substantial future gains. Entrepreneurs should focus on practical, efficient methods rather than flashy trends that may distract from core objectives. Understanding the market and potential partners is key. Rather than chasing social media virality prematurely, businesses might find initial traction by collaborating with established local entities catering to their target audience. Partnerships can provide customer bases and distribution channels, amplifying a business's reach without excessive upfront costs. Squibb prefers creating mind maps, visual outlines connecting personal passions, potential business models, customers, partners, and required resources to plan new ventures. These maps help entrepreneurs see interconnected aspects of their business plans clearly. He also encourages listing questions and seeking answers through research and expert advice. Entrepreneurs should include at least one quirky, attention-grabbing idea in their plans. While conventional wisdom may suggest a serious, professional demeanor, uniqueness often captures attention. From selling cereal boxes featuring political candidates to breaking world records related to the business, unconventional tactics can generate buzz and customer engagement. Ultimately, Squibb suggests that achieving 3 satisfied customers validates a business concept. The first confirms market viability, the second hints at sustainability. However, it's the third that solidifies a dream's commercial potential. This small crowd provides invaluable insights into customer preferences, helping refine products or services to better meet market needs. Without this feedback loop, businesses risk chasing unrealistic expectations or attempting to satisfy everyone, leading to diluted offerings and business failure. Once entrepreneurs garner this trio of confirmations, their dreams transform from ideas into viable, growing enterprises. Chapter 9: Grow Rich. Simon Squibb embarked on his content creation journey with a passion for helping others, pouring days into creating what he believed would be a viral hit. To his surprise, his first YouTube video only garnered 150 views in a week. Disappointed but not defeated, Simon learned an important lesson about success and wealth. It often starts small and compounds over time. Initially, Simon had dreamt of reaching millions with his content, aiming for unrealistic targets that could intimidate anyone trying to build a business. He now understands that true success isn't just about grandiose milestones, but also about celebrating small victories and focusing on consistent progress. Simon's breakthrough came when he realized the value of his first viewer, who found inspiration in his content and decided to pursue their own business ideas. This encounter reminded him that even modest beginnings can lead to substantial growth. Over time, Simon's videos amassed millions of views, a testament to how small successes accumulate into significant achievements. Simon advocates for nurturing a business mindset that values incremental progress and treasures every win. He emphasizes the importance of setting realistic targets, such as reaching break-even, zero, before striving for rapid expansion. By accomplishing this milestone, entrepreneurs create a solid foundation for their venture, demonstrating its viability and paving the way for future prosperity. Moreover, Simon highlights the significance of cherishing existing customers while pursuing growth. Often, businesses become so focused on acquiring new clients that they neglect the patrons who initially supported their endeavors. This oversight can undermine client loyalty and harm the company's reputation. Simon illustrates this concept using Fluid, his design agency. In its early days, he initially viewed existing clients, whom his co-founder had undercharged, as burdensome rather than valuable assets. However, by recognizing their potential and dedicating effort to cultivating these relationships, Simon and his team transformed those clients into vital advocates for the business. These influential customers played a crucial role in attracting new high-profile clients like Fortune magazine, thereby enhancing Fluid's credibility within their industry. Simon Squibb learned that prioritizing customer relationships fuels business growth. Loyal patrons not only generate revenue, but also act as powerful endorsements and sources of referrals. By delivering exceptional service and consistently meeting client needs, businesses can foster lasting bonds with their customers, enabling them to expand organically and efficiently. Furthermore, Simon Squibb underscores the importance of bootstrapping a business before venturing into unconventional growth strategies like relying solely on social media marketing. By concentrating on honing core competencies, such as diligently identifying and servicing lucrative clients, businesses can build solid foundations for future diversification and expansion. In Simon's narrative, James and John, twin brothers from Portsmouth, provide a compelling example of this bootstrapping approach. Facing financial hardships and yearning to reunite their family, the brothers developed an innovative cleaning business that attracted attention through engaging social media content, showcasing their services for dilapidated locations. Their unique marketing strategy, featuring their captivating catchphrase, "I'm James," and "I'm John," and "we clean places nobody asked us to clean," attracted clients and garnered public intrigue. Through their relentless dedication to providing excellent service, James and John successfully captured the interest of potential customers while building a strong brand. This example demonstrates how focusing on core strengths and executing essential tasks effectively can lead to remarkable results, eventually paving the way for broader growth opportunities. Ultimately, Simon Squibb encourages aspiring entrepreneurs to appreciate incremental progress in their journey toward wealth and success. By cultivating a customer-centric mindset that values every win, celebrating small victories, and strategically investing in growth opportunities aligned with their strengths, individuals can turn their dreams into reality, one step at a time. Chapter 10: Find Brilliant People. Simon Squibb, a seasoned entrepreneur, emphasizes the crucial role people play in achieving business success and wealth. Throughout his career, he's experienced both triumphs and downfalls, all of which have led him to this conclusion: the individuals you bring into your business significantly impact its trajectory. Squibb stresses that a good partner is often essential for entrepreneurial ventures. While one can certainly run a business solo, having a partner can offer benefits like skill complementarity and shared decision-making, which can lead to more balanced business strategies. Squibb's own successful partnership with Helen serves as an example of how two individuals, each bringing different strengths to the table, can create a powerful synergy. When seeking a partner, Squibb advises defining what you're looking for in detail, down to demographics and professional background. This clarity can help attract the right person. He recommends actively broadcasting your search to networks, leveraging social media, and tapping into personal connections to find potential co-founders. For Squibb, a successful partnership hinges on shared values and complementary skills. While it's essential to have some common ground, like a moral compass, differences in expertise can prevent conflicts and foster growth. A pivotal moment in his own partnership with Helen during the 2008 financial crisis illustrated this. Both agreed on the importance of not laying off staff, choosing instead to hire talented individuals from competitors, a decision that ultimately paid off. As businesses expand, hiring the right employees becomes critical. Squibb asserts that having a clear purpose makes recruitment easier. This purpose should guide both the candidate selection and team dynamics. He advocates for hiring people who align with the business's values and are committed to its mission. During interviews, Squibb uses a unique test, presenting candidates with a hypothetical scenario where they must choose between instant success, potentially gained dishonestly, and long-term integrity. This question gauges their understanding of true success and ethics. He also values demonstrations of commitment, like unpaid work samples or trials, as indicators of sincerity. Squibb stresses that while hiring is vital, retaining talented employees is equally important. He recommends distributing company ownership, whether through direct shares or share options, to foster a sense of investment and loyalty among staff. Despite best efforts, some hires won't work out. Squibb introduces the rule of 7 and 8. Those rated 7 or 8 on a performance scale might not be reliable enough for long-term success. Keeping such individuals can discourage top performers and lead to higher turnover rates. He advises swift, compassionate action when dealing with underperformers, ensuring clear communication about expectations and potential consequences. Beyond direct employees, Squibb highlights the power of community in business success. A vibrant, engaged community, beyond just customers, can amplify brand influence and foster organic growth. He encourages investing in this aspect through initiatives like customer recognition programs, social media engagement, and event hosting. In essence, Squibb's narrative underscores that business success isn't solely about personal drive or initial ideas. It heavily relies on the people involved, from partners to employees and community members. Building a strong, aligned network is as crucial as having a brilliant idea, ensuring everyone shares the same passion for the venture's purpose and vision. Chapter 11: Develop a Risk Muscle. Simon Squibb, the founder of Help BNK, shares his approach to achieving wealth and success through dreams and passions. He emphasizes the importance of understanding and managing risk as a crucial part of this journey. In the early days of Help BNK, Simon sought attention for their startup. Recognizing that traditional advertising could easily be overlooked, he decided to take a bold, albeit unconventional, approach. Instead of paying for ads, he and his team created their own. They printed posters promoting Help, B&K's free services, and affixed them onto London Underground subway cars where ad spaces were empty. To further draw attention, they placed money into envelopes and distributed it to passengers, explaining that this was the amount they would have spent on ads. This stunt, known as bill posting, is a criminal offense, but proved effective in generating buzz around Help B&K's mission. Simon's rationale behind this risky move was clear. By breaking the law and creating a memorable event, they could attract more attention than just another paid advertisement. He explains that this tactic isn't about saving money, but increasing their chances of being noticed. The story of their unpaid ads became more valuable than the ads themselves, leading to increased visibility for Help B&K's free services. Simon underscores that taking such risks is essential for entrepreneurs. He advises considering both the best and worst-case scenarios before making a big decision. For instance, when Natasha, known as the vegan patty lady, approached him with her dream of opening a vegan patty business, Simon encouraged her to visualize potential failures. Despite having experienced previous business setbacks, Natasha and her husband, Adonai, were willing to risk their savings on this venture because they believed in its potential success and understood that failure wasn't an option. Simon advocates for developing a risk muscle, the ability to assess, accept, and mitigate risks effectively. He stresses that entrepreneurs must learn to differentiate between calculated risks that could lead to growth and reckless gambles that might result in downfall. Simon also highlights the significance of aligning new opportunities with one's purpose and dream. For example, when launching Biz's, a confectionery brand supporting dreams through sales profits, Simon chose to partner with an existing vegan treat company rather than venture into an unfamiliar, highly competitive industry alone. This smart risk-taking allowed him to pursue his purpose without unnecessary exposure to high stakes. Furthermore, Simon advises on standing firm against threats or warnings when confident in one's decisions. He recounts a legal dispute over a URL for a side project related to the Hong Kong Rugby Sevens tournament, where he chose to resist demands from the event organizers rather than complying easily. Through these examples and insights, Simon Squibb underscores that wealth and success often stem from turning dreams into reality by skillfully managing and taking calculated risks. He encourages aspiring entrepreneurs to embrace risk as a muscle to be developed, understanding that it's not merely about daring leaps but thoughtful, strategic decisions that align with one's vision and purpose. Chapter 12, Keep Going. Simon Squibb shares the story of Michelangelo and his masterpiece, David, to illustrate the power of persistence in achieving success and wealth. Despite initial doubts from other sculptors about the quality of the marble, Michelangelo dedicated 3 years to chipping away at the stone, refusing to let anyone see his work. His unwavering commitment led to one of the most renowned sculptures in history. Squibb emphasizes that talent alone isn't enough. Persistence is what truly sets successful individuals apart. He recounts how he and his wife Helen, when starting their agency Fluid, aimed for 50 prestigious clients in Hong Kong. Despite initial rejections, they persisted, contacting these companies repeatedly and adding value through small gestures. Eventually, all of their dream clients became Fluid's customers. Persistence, Squibb argues, is vital in business and life. He shares stories of trillion-dollar companies like Apple and Nvidia that faced near bankruptcy, but survived due to persistence. Jensen Huang, Nvidia's founder, even celebrates adversity as a teacher, believing it shapes character and resilience, key traits for long-term success. Squibb explains that persistence isn't about mindlessly pushing forward in the same direction. Instead, it's about adapting and evolving with changing circumstances. He cites examples like bubble wrap, initially created as wallpaper, and Instagram, which started as a complex app called Bourbon before simplifying its focus on photo sharing. Both businesses pivoted to find success. In his own experience, Squibb recalls how Fluid adapted during the 2003 SARS pandemic by shifting towards e-commerce services when branding work dried up. This adaptability not only kept the business afloat, but also made it stronger and more diverse in the long run. Squibb warns against stagnation, highlighting how businesses that fail often do so because they lacked persistence during critical moments. Blockbuster, for instance, developed a competitive online service to rival Netflix, but eventually abandoned it due to internal complications, leading to their downfall. In essence, Squibb stresses the importance of persistence in turning dreams into reality and achieving wealth. By persistently adapting to challenges, learning from failures, and continually evolving, one can overcome obstacles and turn their passion into a thriving business. Chapter 13, Sell and Start Again. Simon Squibb, in his chapter Sell and Start Again, shares insights on achieving wealth and success through dreams and passions. He emphasizes the importance of knowing when to let go of a business, how to sell it effectively, and how to start anew. Squibb disagrees with the common advice of never quitting in business. Instead, he believes there's a time to sell and move on, based on the wisdom of Kenny Rogers' song, The Gambler. Every business has a natural life cycle, and recognizing when it's time to sell is crucial. This could be due to a lucrative offer, a desire for a new challenge, or simply feeling burnt out. Squibb learned this lesson the hard way when his wife, Helen, decided to leave their successful advertising firm, Fluid, to pursue a career in kinesiology. Initially shocked, Squibb eventually respected her decision for its strength and self-awareness. This experience mirrored his own feelings of dwindling passion for Fluid's operations. Squibb advises that timing is key when divorcing your business. You must recognize signs of waning interest and motivation, like viewing business pitches as chores rather than exciting opportunities. He also warns against prematurely leaving, emphasizing the need to be ready before stepping back. When the time comes, Squibb suggests a gradual exit strategy. Gradually reduce responsibilities, hand over tasks to trusted individuals, and eventually become a figurehead. This approach maintains stability for employees and maximizes the business's value. Selling a business isn't about immediately putting it up for sale, according to Squibb. Instead, focus on building relationships within your industry and creating partnerships. Potential buyers will take notice of a thriving, innovative company. When an offer aligns with personal goals and benefits employees, it's time to consider selling. After selling Fluid to PricewaterhouseCoopers, PwC, Squibb reflected on his decision. He sometimes wished he had retained ownership, using the business as a platform for his current ventures. However, he acknowledges that the sale was right at the time and led to new opportunities. As for starting again, Squibb encourages embracing one's dreams and passions. Money from a previous business shouldn't dictate future plans. Instead, invest in yourself by pursuing the next big idea or tackling a once-impossible project. For those with more financial freedom, consider becoming an investor, mentor, or advisor to other entrepreneurs, or transitioning your successful business into a social impact vehicle. Squibb's personal journey exemplifies these principles. After selling Fluid, he founded Nest, only to later sell it in a management buyout. Despite occasional regrets about selling Fluid, he understands that such decisions are part of an ongoing process. He encourages readers not to fear change or the unknown, but to hold onto their dreams and purpose. Throughout life, our dreams may evolve, but their essence remains constant. By following one's passion and defining success on personal terms, individuals can overcome challenges and achieve remarkable feats. Simon Squibb's story serves as a reminder that wealth and success are deeply intertwined with our dreams and the courage to pursue them relentlessly. And that brings us to the end of our summary of this book. I hope you found it insightful and valuable. If you enjoyed this video, hit like and subscribe for more. Your support helps us bring you more great content. Thanks for watching.